Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you are watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And today, I'm going to be reviewing Chapter 310 of My Hero Academia. Fuck, heroes. Is it heroes and pupils? Fuck. Masters and pupils. Hey, what's good, everybody? It's me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, and you are watching Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. And today I'm going to be reviewing Chapter 310 of My Hero Academia, Masters and Pupils. Before I get into today's review, make sure that you like this video, you subscribe to the channel, and you hit that bell button so that way you're always notified when we have new content here on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So the chapter, before I even get into the chapter, the cover photo for this week's chapter, it was in color. We see Midoriya in his costume looking like that he's about to jump off and reach his next target, which is what happens in this chapter, where we see that there's a citizen who is about to be attacked by a group of guys. And when the guy shoots her, Midoriya, he rescues her, he dashes in and he pretty much kicks the bullet away, and then he diffuses the situation. It's just crazy how now in the city, it's us versus them. It's just like, nobody is safe, and that's the reason why you need heroes in the city to still protect people, because there are still a lot of innocent people in the city who haven't made it to the shelters yet, and they need to be protected. You know what I'm saying? Like the lady said, she was just going to wait it out, and by her waiting it out, it ended up getting worse. And when she finally tried to leave, they thought that she was a villain. And it's like, I wonder if they thought that she was a villain because of how she looked, because that's what one of the guys had said, that that she looked like somebody that was going to try and do something. But I mean, just looking at her, like, she just looked like a defenseless lady. I don't know. I mean, because we know in this series, like, there are animal people. Just like in Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, like, there's animal people as well. But it was weird. I mean, everybody's just on edge, and that's something that Midoriya says. I just got a text message, and I hope that you didn't hear my sonic rings, but if you did, that meant that somebody hit me. But really good start to the chapter. It's good seeing Midoriya going around and doing hero work while the city does need to be protected. All Might is still driving around in the All Might mobile, and he throws Midoriya some tonkatsu so that way that he can have something to eat as he's out on patrol. Midoriya lets All Might know that he needs to take this lady to the shelter, and as we see, it's just like, they're still trying to figure out where One for All is, and Shigaraki and everybody else, because they're still in hiding. Midoriya, he talks with the 5th user of One for All, and pretty much like they're just looking, like they're just chilling on top of a building. Midoriya is scoping out the city, getting very Batman-like vibes. Like I said in last week's review, Midoriya and All Might, they remind me of Batman and Alfred now. But we see what's going on. It was like a flashback of when Midoriya was still sleeping, and the original user of One for All, whose name we finally learn, his name is finally revealed, is Yoichi, and he talks to the other 2 users of One for All and lets them know that Midoriya isn't going to be able to reach his full potential if they don't work with him. And then we get a flashback and we see their faces. We finally see what they look like as well. And back in the days when All for One was in full power and there was a war going on, the 2nd and 3rd users, they had showed up, and they were, I'm assuming it looked like they were going to kill Yoichi, and instead of killing him, they reached the 2nd user. I don't know which one is number 2 and which one is number 3, but they reached out to him to help him, and they feel like that Shigaraki doesn't need to be saved. But like Yoichi said, I'm glad that he has a name now, because now I don't have to keep calling him the 1st user or One for All. But Yoichi told him, it's just like, y'all reached out for me. I just got another text message again from somebody. I don't know. Usually I put my phone on mute but it is Sunday, and I guess everybody just wants to reach out to Benjamin Banks. But yeah, it's like they said, it's just like y'all came and y'all rescued me and everything, and I feel the same thing can be done for Shigaraki. Like, he doesn't need to be killed. And pretty much that's it. It's just like, at the end of the chapter, we see, all of the users are lined up with Midoriya and they're ready to go into battle. So it just makes me think, like, how much longer is the manga gonna be going on for? Because I mean, like, it looks like that everything is moving along quickly in a way. And I just thought overall, I thought it was a good chapter. It was cool seeing Midoriya do some hero work, save a civilian that was in need. He didn't attack the other civilians because, like I said, they're all on edge. They're all scared. They don't know who's a villain and whatnot because, I mean, like, the city is in shambles right now. And it's cool seeing that All Might and Midoriya are doing their best to try and help everyone. And it's cool just seeing All Might in general because I love All Might. It's cool seeing that he's still being a hero, even though he's not the All Might that we have come to know. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that was really cool. Seeing finally, the reveal of the first user's name, Yoichi, I thought that was cool. Finally seeing the second and third users of One for All. And it's crazy because, like one of them had said, they were there in the beginning. They saw how All for One was in the beginning and whatnot. So it just makes me think, like how was it passed? Like, did he give it to one of them, and then Yoichi ended up dying, and then the other one, I guess he was fighting All for One, and then he ended up dying, but before he died, he passes to the third user. So I mean, how long were each of them around? Because it's interesting that the three of them, they all know each other compared to the ones that came after. The only ones that know each other from the ones that came after that were in the same. I mean, of course they all know each other. I'm kind of rambling on. I just made a dumb statement, but it's just interesting that all three users of One for All, they were all together. That's what I'm trying to say. But yeah, overall, thought it was a good chapter. I give this one I'll give it a 7 out of 10. It was a little bit of action. We got a little bit more backstory on situations and certain characters, and we finally found out the first user's name. So what more can you ask for? So with that being said, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate it. Thank you for joining me every week and hearing me ramble on and give my thoughts and breakdowns on the chapters. And with that being said, you can find me, your hero, Benjamin Banks, at KingBenji_Banks on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find me on Facebook at Benjamin Banks. I should be the first person to pop up. If not, then I need to contact Mr. Zuckerberg. Make sure that you check out some of our other reviews and stuff that we have here on the channel, and I'll see you next time on Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Keep that pinky up, stay positive. Peace.
Thanks again, everybody, for watching another episode of Leveling Up with Benjamin Banks. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to the channel. Podcast, we got that too. Make sure you give us a thumbs up and hit that bell for further episodes and notifications. Thanks a lot to our patrons. And if you don't mind, join the Patreon. We'll be having new specials coming up soon.